Radio Wammo Breakfast.
Wine Vault Radio with Jason Bryant from winevaulttv.com.
Indeed. G'day there, Jason.
Welcome back, Wammo. Welcome back.
Welcome back. Oh, yes, I was away last Friday, wasn't I?
Yeah. And you said another couple of weeks, so are you away next Friday?
Next Friday?
Are you?
Away as well.
Gone. Okay.
Yeah. No need to over-exert oneself.
Exactly,
You know?
Exactly. Kind of ease up.
Especially this time of the year. This big gap between long weekends, public holidays. Something's got to be done about it.
And you're doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Use my public holiday allowance.
Good time?
Yeah. Down in Henman. Henman, down, up, around. Yes, very nice.
It's the only country I really know with where everybody knows where the drug and alcohol rehabilitation centre is.
Yeah, there's the old hospital there, but it's not.
Is it not used for that
happening
anymore?
there anymore.
Okay.
They're going to do something with it though.
Turn it into an amusement park.
The hot pools are all being parts of it being redone, putting in more and redesigning a little bit of it.
How'd you put in more hot pools?
You just dig a hole, don't you? Fill it up with water.
And then put a pump in it.
Yeah.
Heat it.
Big
heater.
You fill a hole with water, people will come.
Right, okay.
As long as it's heated, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Not too
Are they
muddy.
outdoors?
They are.
Okay, that's even better.
Yeah.
Can you go there at night
Yes.
so you can see the stars?
Yep. You can even go in there when it's snowing. I was praying for the snow. It didn't happen. It was raining instead.
Well, you're wet anyway, aren't you?
Yeah. And your weekend last weekend was a bit of an adventure because you found a new friend.
Who?
Mr. Pad.
Oh, Mr. iPad. I thought, damn, am I missing something?
You got one.
Yeah, I did get one. I've got to say, it's fantastic, despite all the lack of hype.
Yeah.
There was a lack of hype.
A build-up over months.
Yeah, and when it was actually announced that it was going to be released, it was just quite a dull, soft launch. Got announced on Tuesday, and by Friday, everywhere was selling it, which is a different approach because a lot of other shops had the product.
A few people queued, though, didn't they?
Yeah, I don't know why, because I just walked straight from Air New Zealand straight down into the shop and said, I'll take that one, please.
Done.
And done. 10:30. Sweet as.
Are you happy with it?
Very, very happy.
Is it changing your life?
Well, she can't wash up.
No.
And
Can't cook?
Can't cook. She's not white like an appliance.
No.
But yeah, she's good.
Yeah?
She's good. Great for media consumption and aggregation.
Favourite app?
Probably right now, Flipboard.
What does that do?
It's a magazine-style app where it pulls in not the tweets or the Facebook posts, but their links and opens up their links and displays them in a magazine style.
Oh, great.
And also you can choose other sections of kind of lifestyle and stuff like that.
Like your own personal newspaper?
Like your own personal newspaper.
That's very cool.
/ Saturday Weekend Magazine.
Yeah.
Really good. And there are a few people that I'd like to see not displayed in my magazine.
Well, it's your newspaper. You can control it.
Yeah, I know.
It's up to you.
I'm thinking of like New Zealand Treasure Island, where we can get to vote people off.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we can vote members of the public out of New Zealand.
Yes. Actually, before we get on to that, why don't we open up the wine and then we
because this is this is where we're going to send them. Now, do you know I bang on about the New Zealand wine industry and it's how sick it is right now?
Yeah.
This is terminal.
Why?
This is terminal.
What is this?
Right, this is Whitecliff Pinot Noir, non-vintage, multi-country.
To non-vintage mean it's not specific to a year? Is that
No,
right?
it's not specific
Okay.
to a year, so it's a blend of years. Australian and New Zealand Pinot Noir blended. As if we haven't got enough Pinot Noir in this
My
country
goodness.
that we can't sell, and enough wine in this country that we can't sell. We are blending.
So blended years and blended borders.
Yes. This is why the industry is sick.
Why?
And it's terminal with this stuff.
Why would they sully
disgusting.
New Zealand grapes with Aussie ones? Why?
Well, someone's making they've got the grapes at such a ridiculously cheap kind of cost that they can blend them and they can pump this stuff out for $12 in the supermarket. It probably cost them $3 to make.
Okay, so you're prejudiced immediately against what they've done to it, but you haven't tasted it yet.
I haven't tasted it. No, the wine could be good, but I'm against the principle.
Okay,
But I'm still going to be objective. If the wine's good, it's good.
Okay, well, just to be the devil's advocate here, why can't we collaborate with our dear friends across the Tasman on making wines like this?
I'm not saying that we can't, but I'd hate to see an homogenous style of Pinot Noir, and also New Zealand's brand and reputation take a beating because we're playing these stupid games with blends. I mean, these guys have been guilty of blending before. They've had Chilean and also Italian grapes in their Pinot Gris and other wines.
Does it say product of New Zealand on it? Or
it says,
how does it...
wine of Australia and New Zealand, so
Okay.
you've got to assume that there's more Australian. This is a Kiwi company from Hawke's Bay.
Whitecliff.
Yeah, part of Sacred Hill, Gun Estate, and all of those
Do they
guys.
do anything else that you like?
Yeah, they do Sacred Hill, Helmsman, and Deerstalker Syrah.
And those are all New Zealand grapes?
All New Zealand
You're into
grapes,
that?
yeah.
Yeah.
They're Hawke's Bay, yeah, and I'm into that.
Are you going to send them a sternly worded letter?
No.
To send them a sternly worded video?
Video.
Okay.
Our industry's sick.
Yeah.
And,
It's dying,
and
man.
this has just put a big gash. I mean, this has cut the carotid.
Oh, gash.
Yes.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
bleeding. It's bleeding red.
It is bleeding red.
I quite like the colour of it, actually.
Do you know that the colour is...
It looks like a Pinot colour.
It is a Pinot colour. It's kind of a garnet ruby kind of colour.
Seems quite light in the glass. It's not too sticky to the sides. There's a little bit of legs to it.
There's almost a kind of hay, red fruit strawberry mixed with hay on the nose.
Yeah, rolling in the hay.
Yeah. So the nose is not unattractive.
No. All right.
It's got a quite sweet nose.
But
That is
grippy.
just full of sugar.
It's quite sweet, isn't it?
That's very sweet. That's it's crap.
Can you really say that? Because you are prejudiced straight away, but
No. This is bad quality grapes, and they've added sugar to sweeten it up, to cover it and mask it. What's the alcohol? 13%. So you can't really blame it on the alcohol. They've added sugar to this.
added sugar.
Yeah,
Golly.
that's a common practice.
They've added Aussie grapes and they've added the sweetness.
Yeah,
Oh well. Whitecliff.
Whitecliff.
Pinot Noir in at $12.
Yeah, on special.
Not your flavour.
No,
Not
I'm
your
going
choice.
to give it 60 points.
Wow, that's probably the lowest we've had on the show. I'd say.
Quite possibly.
We're normally at least above 70. 60 points.
Yeah,
Shame on you, Whitecliff.
yeah, exactly.
Now, while we're talking about voting things back off New Zealand, but like these Aussie grapes.
Yeah.
I don't want to get too negative, so we'll call this like a semi-regular sort of segment. But we've got something we call Dick of the Week.
Yeah, I like this segment.
Yeah, the first dick. Well, we actually got two dicks today.
Yeah.
The first one was I heard Richard Preble, ex-ACT MP. I don't know what he does now, consulting or something.
Probably.
Saying the other day, every New Zealand farmer's dream is to have one glass of milk in every Chinese person's hands. And I heard that, I thought, well, yeah, sure. So they can all be obese like us and everyone else in the West. That's just what the Chinese need, is a glass of milk in every single hand.
It's just what the world needs. I mean, imagine 1 billion Chinese obese, right? We would probably cave in the planet.
Yeah, that would be it.
Right. But
The end of humanity.
one of the more disturbing associated factors with that statement is the fact that palm kernels that we feed the cattle,
Yeah.
there's a trans fat that turns up in our milk, which is really bad for us.
Because I mean, some cows are eating a lot of grass, but some are eating this
Palm
this
kernel, right? Which means that you've got to deforest large areas to plant these palms, to then ship them across here. So and this is how environmentally unfriendly it is. Then ship that stuff across here to feed our cattle, and then we ship that stuff to China.
Yeah. So there's
After all the effluent goes into the rivers.
yeah. Yeah, so there's
Right.
two things wrong there. In order to put that glass of milk in
Yeah.
every Chinese person's hands,
Yeah.
there's the effect on the environment here, but there's also the effect on the health of that population over there. Why
And
would we-
also the animal cruelty that they're going to sustain when they put these 18,000 kind of head of cattle sheds in place
Yeah.
in New Zealand.
And why would we want to be responsible for
This is not a
poisoning the
political
food
broadcast.
poisoning the food supply of a nation that already eats very, very well.
Yeah.
Traditionally very well.
Yeah. They don't have the obesity problem that we do,
No.
and also the cancers associated with our processed food.
So it's most unfortunate. And we're running out of time for the second dick, I'm afraid. So we could save that second dick for another episode in the future.
Yeah, like 2 weeks from today.
Yeah. Jason,
A bit of a negative show, isn't it?
Oh, no. I say it all with a smile.
So do I.
Breville, you dick. That is the end. Thanks very much, Jason.
My pleasure,
We'll
and I'll see you in a
next
couple of weeks.
Check him out on Twitter, the Wine Vault, also winevaulttv.com.